Hello everybody, this is my experiment for the interactive concept for week 3. This is the baking soda and vinegar rocket experiment, and I'm going to get started with my presentation. So these are the materials I used for the experiment. I used the baking soda on the paper towel and then rolled it up like they showed in the example video. I used a plastic water bottle that the water was emptied out of, and I used the white vinegar pictured here in the photo on the right. So to conduct the experiment for step 1, I filled most of the bottle with white vinegar. In the video, they didn't really measure it out. They just used the bottle and poured the vinegar in with the funnel, and I did the same thing and filled it up about 1/2 to 3/4 of the way. For step 2, I wrapped a large spoonful of baking soda in a paper towel and kind of just closed the edges by twisting them off. And in step 3, I added the baking soda to the baking soda towel to the water bottle filled with the vinegar. In step 4, I quickly placed a cork in the water bottle. So in the video, it showed that you obviously had to do this kind of quickly. So I tried to place it in there as quickly as possible. And for step 5, I shook the bottle slightly and placed it on the ground, standing up. So the results of the experiment after I had put the baking soda towel into the vinegar was that the substances obviously reacted. The water bottle shot up into the air and the substance did this kind of explosion out of the bottle. So hence, this is why it's called the rocket experiment, because it kind of takes off like a rocket. So the process going on that caused this to happen is that the reaction was between the acid and the base, and this is what happened inside the bottle, causing this experiment to be a success. So the baking soda and the white vinegar reacted to create a gas, carbon dioxide, and H2O, which is water. So basically what happens is when the gas or the carbon dioxide is created, it fills the bottle up, but because gas likes to spread quickly throughout like the air, it ran out of room in the bottle to spread out, so the pressure inside of the bottle was being filled with carbon dioxide to the point that it couldn't spread any farther, and it pushed the cork out of the bottle and caused it to propel upwards into the air. So this is just the equation that I found online. This is the baking soda and the vinegar, and it shows us that these are the reactants, and then the products are the carbon dioxide, H2O, and this other substance. And it shows that the solid and the liquid in the beginning react to form a liquid and a gas at the end. So I also found that there are several factors that could affect the experiment after doing some research online, and I found that the temperature of the vinegar could play a key component in how it reacts. Apparently, if the temperature of the vinegar is colder, this would cause the reaction to react slower, so the gas wouldn't, I guess, be created as fast, and the bottle wouldn't propel upwards as quickly. I did not try this out, so I'm not sure how that would work. And also how tight the cork is wedged into the bottle. I did find somewhere that if it's wedged too tight, that the experiment won't quite work correctly. I also did not experience this issue. The measurements of both the vinegar and baking soda. So I noticed that in the example video, they didn't really measure exactly the amount of baking soda and vinegar included. So I'm not sure if increasing the amount of one or the other would cause the reaction to be different, but that's something to consider. So overall, my experiment was a success. The bottle did propel upwards and into the air. If I ever did want to try it out, I guess I could consider each of these components and see if it would go differently. But that was my experiment for the week. Thank you.